What's up guys, it's your boy C Lemons with the hacks. Are you ready to get this ASVAB out of the way so you can finally get your process started and of course get these bands? You may be thinking that your efforts are not getting you where you want to be, but don't worry, you are going to pass and be in your career field in no time. Before we start this great video and get you some useful information for a higher score in the ASVAB, let's have a moment of silence for that like button tap. The Armed Service Vocational Aptitude Battery, or ASVAB, is an aptitude test that examines candidates' strengths, weaknesses, and potential for success in military training. The Department of Defense uses the ASVAB test to decide which branch of service you qualify for. The three types of scores that comprise the ASVAB test are: you have your standard scores, the Armed Service Qualification Test, or the AFQT scores, and your composite scores or line scores. For standard scores, you'll get scores for each of the 9 sections, but they won't be calculated by how many questions you answer correctly. You will be scored based on how many correct answers you have in comparison to other applicants. The ASVAB has 9 standard sections, and they are word knowledge, general science, arithmetic reasoning, electronics information, paragraph comprehension, mathematics knowledge, assembling objects, auto and shop information, and mechanical comprehension. Next, the AFQT score is necessary because it determines whether you will qualify for enlistment. Each branch has their required scores for enlistment, with the Navy being 31 at the moment, but a lower score will suffice if your line scores are high enough. The AFQT test scores are calculated by combining the scores of 4 standard sections. Those sections are word knowledge, mathematics knowledge, arithmetic reasoning, and paragraph comprehension. The scores will be in percentiles and are based on the number of answers a candidate did right. Lastly, composite scores are also known as line scores. They determine which military position you qualify for. Each branch requires a specific skill set. The skills will be tested with subtests. After testing, the officials will combine your ASVAB test scores via a computer formula. The ASVAB test has questions that examine the knowledge you should have acquired in middle and high school. This may mean that there is no exact way to prepare, but you should focus on topics the ASVAB test includes. The best way to study is to take as many ASVAB practice tests as you can. By doing this, you will train yourself to be able to better comprehend a similar question from past experience, similar to muscle memory. These are some tips for getting the best test score in the ASVAB. You want to brush up on some general science, arithmetic, mathematics, electronics, and other topics that will show up on your ASVAB test, essentially the 9 standard sections. You want to practice every day for at least 1 hour or as much as you can based on your schedule. Using your practice test results, you can rank subtests in order from weakest to your strongest. Then you can spend about an hour per day, 5 days per week, studying these areas. Focus on the weakest portion first and then move to your strongest. You want to be persistent with your study habits by making a schedule. You also can invest in apps or books that have multiple different forms of study exams and questions. There will be links in the description to go over the multiple avenues that you can choose. If possible, study in groups to save money and have a study buddy to keep you motivated. You want to relax the night before your exam and don't study to calm your nerves. You want to be well rested and hydrated the night before as well. And lastly, don't be late for your test. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Getting familiar with the ASVAB format is another important preparation tool to avoid surprises on test day. All questions are in multiple choice format with 4 possible answers for each question. Some questions are standard multiple choice with the questions stated and answers following. Others require you to use reading comprehension skills as the question is preceded by a paragraph, and you have to pick out a specific detail from what you read. Be sure to read all answers carefully, because once you select a response, it cannot be changed. In all, it will take an hour and a half to complete, with a time limit for each subtest ranging from 5 to 39 minutes. I'm sure you will do well, but right now I ask that you say you will do well. Say it with me: I will do well. Remember, take as many tests as possible, stay consistent, get a study buddy, hydrate, and rest the day before. Hope this helps on your journey. You got this. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more military hacks.